हेलो हाय दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है सी सिद्धेश और आप देख रहे हैं द मनी वैल्यू। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। बिफोर वी स्टार्ट, वन रिक्वेस्ट, प्लीज सब्सक्राइब लाइक दिस चैनल फॉर लेटेस्ट अपडेट, फाइनेंशियल प्रोडक्ट रिव्यू एंड एजुकेशनल थिंग्स। थैंक यू सो मच। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। आज हम बात करने वाले हैं यूटीआई एएमसी आईपीओ के बारे में। यूटीआई एएमसी जल्दी अपना एक आईपीओ लाने वाली। चलिए बात करते हैं यूटीआई एएमसी आईपीओ के बारे में। बिफोर वी स्टार्ट about the SWOT analysis or the company, let's understand what actually the company is. Please understand, UTI AMC, one of the oldest AMC or mutual fund company. They have their own schemes. In fact, this company had a lot of enough जाके अपनी Axis Bank, which earlier was UTI Bank, now it's Axis Bank. So there are a lot of good spin-off from this company. This UTI AMC actually registered and incorporated in 2002. Again, the headquarters is in PKC Mumbai, and totally professionally managed with no identifiable promoter. What I mean is identifiable promoter is, for example, रिलायंस लीजिए, रिलायंस के promoter हमें पता है अंबानीज है। उस केस में यूटीआई में ऐसा सच कोई है नहीं। You cannot say that these are the person who are the promoter. Yes, there are people who are a majority stake, minority stake, but they are not the promoter. It is one of the best professionally managed company. That's why it is. That's why I said it is no identifiable promoter. इसके बाद हम बात करते हैं। अगर आपको इस आर्टिकल पढ़ना है, यू कैन डायरेक्टली गो टू द my blog, themoneyvalue.com, and then you can, it's on homepage only, so you can quickly find it. Just go to the www.moneyvalue.com. अब आप बात करते हैं what business is in UTI AMC. So this company had domestic mutual fund schemes. आपका हो गया मल्टी कैप, देन यूटीआई नेक्स्ट निफ्टी 50, काफ़ी फेमस फंड है ये। सो इस तरह के इसके खुद के म्यूचुअल फंड की स्कीम है। दूसरा, ये कंपनी पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट सर्विस प्रोवाइड करती है टू द इंडिविजुअल्स, हाई नेट इंडिविजुअल्स, लॉट ऑफ बॉडीज लाइक एनपीएस, आपका प्रोविडेंट फंड हो गया, दे मैनेज रिटायरमेंट फंड, दे ऑल्सो मैनेज ऑफशोर फंड्स ऑल्सो। ऑफशोर फंड्स में ये पैसा इन्वेस्ट करते हैं वहाँ से भी कि इट इज आइदर पार्ट ऑफ देयर इन्वेस्टमेंट स्ट्रेटेजी, डोमेस्टिक म्यूचुअल फंड, और द पार्ट ऑफ देयर mutual fund, the schemes which they are managing. So what are the key features or key facts of the about UTI AMC? Again, this is the one of largest AMC in India. 73% revenue is coming from management fee. Please remember this term, 73% revenue is coming from management fee. We are going to discuss this later in the part also. There is very famous product called ULIP, यूनिट लिंक इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी. दे आर द पायनियर, इन्होंने ये इंट्रोड्यूस किया था, और इनफैक्ट दे आर द बेस्ट सेलर इन सम इयर्स बैक जब इन्होंने ये इंट्रोड्यूस किया था. एनीवेज, जैसा कि मैंने पहले बोला था, दिस इज द वन ऑफ द ओल्डेस्ट. सो सी, दिस इज हैविंग 55 years of strong history, so you can have an idea how much well knowledgeable and well experienced managers these people must be having. So this is one of the oldest AMC we have. With again, they almost manage the asset of 1.3 lakh crores in the mutual fund asset. UTI AMC has a 8.5 lakh crores asset among the other business like NPS, PMS. So दो चीजें यहाँ पे, 1.3 करोड़ है आपकी म्यूचुअल फंड स्कीम, और UTI AMC एसेट्स मैनेज करती है 8.5 लाख करोड़ की. ये कौन सी? जैसे आपका PF हो गया, आपका NPS हो गया, तो ये चीजें ये मैनेज करती है. Again, individual client accumulated to the 44% of AUM and institutional is 54. So I think it's quite base, like 50-50% we can say then on an average. With almost 10.9 million UTI accounts has with 12% approximately 90 million folios in industry level. That is quite good. The next is the company has highest market share in the PMS. What is the PMS? It's a portfolio management service. And the second highest in NPS. Portfolio management service, again I said, जो individual portfolios होते हैं high net individuals के, ये company manage करती है. Again, ये इसलिए करती है क्योंकि एज आई सेड इट्स ऑलमोस्ट 55 years of a track record history, so that get a benefit. So this company have a lot of experienced people and lot of people, you know, grown the company, so they prefer to manage this their asset with this company. Again, this company has the highest share in from B30 and beyond 30 cities among 10 AMCs. I mean, AUM तो इनकी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा है ही, so up top 10 में भी आते, it's not about top 30. International offices हैं इनके सिंगापुर and other locations पे. So अब हम बात करते हैं what is the size of UTI AMC is. So they are coming with the IPO of 3 crore 89 lakh 87,081 equity shares of IPO. The price band is around 552 to 554 each shares. Again, it is they are not going any fresh equity. It's just OFS. OFS is offered to sell. The existing investors, they are selling their stake, so there is no fresh equity is coming. What equity is mixed? So what actually what pre IPO shareholding? Let's see who are the key shareholders in UTI AMC. Is all are holding, you know, SBI, LIC, Bank of Baroda, PNB. They all are holding a similar equity like 18 to 4%, 18.24%, 18.24%. PNB, this is they are also holding a 18.25. There is one major shareholder in this UTI, which actually is which hold more than 18%. If you know this, so let me know in a comment box what's the name of that shareholder. Just in 1 second, quick. Okay, so the it's called TRP, is a T Rowe Price group. So TRP group is holding almost 26%, and then again employee जो इनके ESOP वगैरह होते हैं उस तरीके से होता है, and then it's 100%. So this is what is the breakup is LIC, SBI, PNB, TRP, and others. Who and how much of OF is going on? I mean, कौन अपना माल बेचने वाला है यहाँ पे? So understand, everyone is selling. SBI, LIC, then your PNB, TRP, everyone is selling. In fact, employer is a portion. They also selling it. So everyone is selling, which is making a whole total of the 3 crore 87 lakh 87,081. So everyone is selling. It's not everyone is selling some of their portion. Why actually the recent they are selling? Because of recent SEBI circular. Again, in AMC business, SEBI play a very important role. You have to understand this, and this is, you know, actually good, bad, whatever you say, but it is there. As per SEBI's norm, you cannot, if you are holding, you are managing your own mutual fund business, or you are having your own AMC, you cannot have investment in the other AMC more than 10%. So this all is they are trying to reduce below the 10%, and that's why they are just trying to sell it off this. And इसका मतलब ये है कि जो भी पैसा आएगा वो कंपनी की ग्रोथ या वहां पे नहीं लगेगा, ये लोग, इन लोगों को ये पैसा मिलेगा, SBI हो गई, LIC हो गया, इन लोगों को ये पैसा मिलेगा, कंपनी की ग्रोथ वगैरह में ये पैसा नहीं लगेगा, एक्सेप्ट द प्रीमियम और वॉट एवर that can be go, but no other money is going to be getting this over here. Next बात करते हैं हाउ मच रिटेल शेयर्स किसके किसके क्या है. तो QIB के लिए 50% है, NII के लिए 15% है, हमारे लिए ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. रिटेल इन्वेस्टर हम छोटे लोग हैं तो 35%, 1 करोड़ 36 लाख जो है ये रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए लगा हुआ है. तो अब हम बात करते हैं फाइनेंशियल्स के बारे में. तो टोटल असेट्स आप देखोगे year on year 18 to 19, 19 to 20, 20 to 20 are quite increasing. Total asset in the sense how does they manages that asset size is growing over year on year. अगर हम इनकम की बात करें तो 2018 11,500. Okay, all these in crores, so yeah, in millions, so just to be understand. So 2019 18 to 19 यहाँ पे रेवेन्यू कम हो गया, 19 to 20 यहाँ पे भी रेवेन्यू कम हो गया. अब 2000 जून 2001 first half 2020 compared to first half of 2019, उसमें यहाँ पे यू कैन सी देयर इज ए इंक्रीज विच इज अगेन अ गुड साइन. बट अगर आप ईयर ऑन ईयर बात करोगे देखोगे तो रेवेन्यू डिक्रीज हो रहा है. देयर इज विच इज अगेन इट्स अ बैड साइन. अगेन अगर रेवेन्यू इंक्रीज डिक्रीज हो गया इसका मतलब सिंपल है, प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स भी डिक्रीज हुआ होगा. सो प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स ऑल्सो डिक्रीज लाइक फॉर 19 फ्रॉम 18 to 19 कंपेरिजन 14% से गिरा है, उसके बाद 20% से गिरा है. अगेन Q1 वहाँ पे इंक्रीज हो गया. बट अंडरस्टैंड आपका जो बेस है जो लास्ट ईयर का, that already negative or that already very low. Compared to that, this is increase. So I mean, one has to wait and watch what exactly is the profit scenario for the full year. But अभी हम सिर्फ IPO के बारे में बात करते हैं. We are not going to talk about how the future will look like and that. Of course we will talk, but that we will discuss in our SWOT or strength and weakness analysis. Again, what is the average net worth, return on net worth? चलिए अब बात करते हैं इंपॉर्टेंट डेट्स के बारे में या आईपीओ डिटेल्स के बारे में. सो आईपीओ अगेन ये स्टार्ट हो रहा है 29, इट विल बी एंड ऑन 1st of October. इशू साइज जैसे कि पहले बताया 3,89,87,000 ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, aggregating up to 2,159 crore, 1,000 crore. So the 1,000 crores. Face value 10, price band 550 to 554, मार्केट लॉट होगा 27 का, मिनिमम क्वांटिटी 27 शेयर. बीएससी और एनएससी में ये लिस्ट करेंगे. रिसेंटली वन ऑफ एन आईपीओ ओनली लिस्टेड ऑन बीएससी. इफ यू कैन टेल मी द नेम इन कमेंट बॉक्स यू विल गेट अ चांस टू विन some happening goodies. So just comment about that IPO name which only get listed in BSC in the recent time period and just 1 week or 2 week back. That's it. This is same offer bid started on 29th of September, close on 1st of October. Finalization of basis of allotment 7th of October. Refund initiation October 8, credit of shares 9 और धमाका होगा 12 तारीख को. सो IPO लिस्टिंग होगी 12 तारीख को. इसके बाद मिनिमम शेयर अलॉटमेंट होगी शेयर्स के लॉट में और मैक्सिमम 351 शेयर्स 13 लॉट्स विच अमाउंट्स टू 1,94,000 रुपीज. प्री शेयर होल्डिंग 98.96, पोस्ट शेयर होल्डिंग नो बिकॉज एज आई सेड देयर इज नो आइडेंटिफाइबल प्रोमोटर्स. सो चलो ये तो हो गया डेट्स के बारे में. अब बात करते हैं स्ट्रेंथ के बारे में. आईपीओ की स्ट्रेंथ अगर हम बात करें तो जो पी रेशियो है जो बफेट और जो हम लोग एवरीवन इज टॉक अबाउट दैट वो क्वाइट चीप पे इन आईपीओ में आ रहे हैं. अगर हम इस आईपीओ की बात करें और इस एएमसी का पी यूटीआई एएमसी की पी की बात करें वो अराउंड 22 से 25 के आसपास आती है. in terms of two ways. One is if you compare with the past profit और जो पहले 6 महीने का प्रॉफिट है और उसको हम मल्टीप्लाई बाय एनुअलाइज करें तो ग्रोथ प्रॉफिट उस हिसाब से ये 22 के 25 में रेंज में आती है. एक 22 आता है दूसरा 25 पॉइंट समथिंग आता है तो एक 22 से 25 की रेंज में आता है. और जो इंडस्ट्री पी है जो इसके निपॉन और एचडीएफसी है they are enjoying the PE valuation of 42 around 42 to 36. So I think this is quite low. So one can think about even you can just got the share at the cheap rate and later on when it come P gets normalized. So जैसे ही P normalize होगी मतलब इसकी P increase होगी तो you can have a chance to get the listing gain और बाद में अगर listing gain भी नहीं होता है तो you can have a chance to get some gain here. But yeah, I feel this it will be having a listing gain because this is coming very cheap PE versus the industry PE what it is. The other strength is their financial liabilities reducing year on year. हमने देखा ऊपर उनकी asset बढ़ रही थी at the same time. If you read their red herring prospectus, you can check on SEBI's website, or I have given link in this article. You can go and check. Their liabilities year on year are decreasing. वेल एक्सपीरियंस मैनेजमेंट, यस दैट इज करेक्ट, 50-55 साल का है तो एक्सपीरियंस मैनेजमेंट होगी. Good distributor channel partners, they have a lot of distributor direct sales team and all that. So over a period they are maintaining that high level of employee strength and all that. So there, and the other thing is strength, quick listing gain opportunity, जैसा कि मैंने पहले बोला था, क्योंकि बहुत cheap पे list हो रही, so there may be chances of getting quick listing gain. अब बात करते हैं weaknesses की. वीकनेसेस में सबसे बुरी चीज मुझे ये लगे कि इसका रेवेन्यू ईयर ऑन ईयर डिक्रीज हो रहा है. Even you is the one of the oldest AMC. They are not able to maintain the position uh, because of there are a lot of new like HDFC, Nippon, Axis, or Motilal, and lot of AMCs nowadays. That's why there is a lot of cutthroat competition, and that's why their position is going down and down. Luckily, they have some good portfolio to manage like NPS, PPF, and all that. So that's a good one. The next important thing is, there is very a famous saying or very famous approach used in investing. You should not invest in such a company where government has the decision maker. Because here you see, जो मैंने पहले बोला था, इनका 72% रेवेन्यू जो है जो मैनेजमेंट फी से आता है. मैनेजमेंट फी क्या होती है? आपका म्यूचुअल फंड है जिसके अंदर आपके मैनेजमेंट फी डाली जाती है, right? So that coming almost 72% coming from this revenue, the management fee. और ये सेबी के रूल्स से ये अफेक्ट होता है. तो कल को सेबी, I mean, with the competition and lots of regulation, and we are looking that there a lot of people are moving to the index funding and all that. There is lot of competition and lot of people want expense to be going down and down. They want cheap fund management company. So that's why यहाँ पे ये chances बहुत है कि आगे इनका revenue और कम हो, because SEBI is behind the cutting down the expenses, which is good in terms of investors, mutual fund investor. But in this companies, the profitability will go down because of this. So again, there is one more thing. It's about non-compliance with regulations. So there are a lot of comes. There are lot of times a lot of these AMCs come under the non-compliance threat. ये सेबी कोई नया rules ला लेती है. That's why this MNCs, AMCs incur huge losses, or like the recently they come with the multi-cap rule, the multi-cap definition. They try to regulate this thing. That is again, then they have to sell, they have to buy. So in this case, they might be sell at very cheap rate and buy at very high rate because they want to rationalize their portfolio, or they have to comply with the SEBI. So again, the companies which are affected by the government, ideally those are not good in terms of investor. So this is one of my things. So आज अब आते हैं conclusion paper. Overall, it's fairly priced. Revenue growth is negative, which is concern. The share price is reasonably priced, which is again overly fairly priced. There are almost 7 or 8 large BLRMs who acting as a lead managers in the issue. Book leading this companies like Kotak, SBI, and all that. Now these companies acting as the book leader. So that's what I'm talking about. So that's why I said this is a good. That's why these big companies are working as BLR. So this is good. Investors should consider this point before investing in this IPO. So you need to consider these are the minus, these are the positive or strength and weaknesses of the AMC. So you have to take your own decision before investing. Again, take the advice of your financial advice. This is not advice I'm giving. This is just for an educational. I just mentioned what are the strengths and weaknesses, and I told what conclusion or what we can. The point one should be keep in mind while investing or staying away from this mutual fund AMC's IPO. Thank you so much.